Today, we will precisely calculate the area of various rectangles. Your first task is to retrieve one worksheet titled Area Calculation Practice and one ruler from the friend supply table. Once you have your materials, you will carefully measure the length and width of each rectangles depicted on the worksheets to the nearest centimeter. After obtaining your measurements, you must write the formula for the area of the rectangle, which is the A is equals to length times width, directly above each problem. Then, substitute your measured values into the formula. Show all steps of your multiplication to arrive at the final area. Your final answer for each rectangle must be clearly boxed and include correct unit of measurement squared. For example, 28 centimeters squared. Complete all 10 problems independently and silently. If you encounter any difficulty, raise your hand and I will come assist you. Upon completion, double-check all your calculations and units before placing your finished worksheet in the completed work bin on my desk. So today, we're going to learn how to calculate the area of a rectangle. Remember, the area is the space inside a two-dimensional shape. For a rectangle, we find it by multiplying its length by its width. The formula is simple. Area is equals to length or L multiplied by width or W. Example, let's find the area of a rectangle with a length of 7 cm and a width of 4 cm. So first, write the formula. A is equals to L times W. Then next, substitute the measurements. It will become A is equals to 7 times 4. Then, calculate the product. And it will become A is equals to 28 centimeters squared. So now, it's your turn. I'll be handing out a worksheet with a few different rectangles. So listen carefully. First step is look at each rectangle on your worksheet. And then, identify its length and width. And then write the formula A is equals to L times W. Then, substitute the specific measurements of length and width with the formula. Next, calculate the area with the correct square units. Example, centimeters squared. And last but not the least, draw a box around your final answer for each problem. Try to work through each problem step by step. After calculating, double-check your answer to make sure your multiplications and units are correct. If you're unsure or get stuck in any problem, raise your hand and I'll come over to help walk you through it. Today, we're going to learn how to calculate the area of a rectangle through some interactive practice. Remember, the area is the amount of space inside a two-dimensional shape. We find it by multiplying the length by its width. The formula is A is equals to L times W. Let's start with an example together. Try to imagine a rectangle on the board with a length of 6 meters and a width of 2 meters. So first, what's our formula for the area? That's right, A is equals to L times W. Now, what are our length and width values in this example? Excellent! The length is 6 meters and the width is 2 meters. So, how would we substitute these values into our formula? Exactly! A is equals to 6 times 2. And what's our final area? Don't forget the units. Perfect! A is equals to 12 meters squared. Great job remembering the square units. So now, let's get you actively involved. I'm going to hand out a measure and calculate worksheet. Each of you will get one. Try to look at the rectangles on your worksheet. Carefully measure its length and width to the nearest centimeter. What's the formula again? How will you use your measurements? On your worksheet, write down the formula and substitute your measured values. And then calculate the area for the first rectangle. Show all your work and remember to write down the square units. Now, work independently to rectangle 2 and 3 on your worksheet. Following the same step, measure, write the formula, substitute, calculate, and include the square units. Once you completed all three, double-check all your calculations and units. If you get stuck or have any question, raise your hand and I'll come assist you. When you're confident in your answer, place your worksheet in the completed work bin by the table. You have 15 minutes to complete this activity. So now, let's get started.